Broadcasting live, 2K Sports presents the NBA. It's Monday night. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at Houston. They're in the upper part of the conference records right now, in 5th place. And, of course, the Lakers. Quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
And, you know, Houston, they fulfilled a lot of the promise they showed coming into the season. But they just haven't taken that next leap forward so many thought they might.
Well, I think that extra gear is coming, especially as we get further down the stretch when you're trying to build momentum for a playoff run.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The guard pair will be Doncic and Reed. Yabusele out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's James in at the small forward spot. And for Houston, Olajuwon is out there with Mark Williams. Then there's Dosunmu. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Alexander Walker in at the shooting guard. And the foul called on Ayo Dosunmu. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
On the wing, Reeves. LeBron sets the screen for Reeves. Shoots over Alexander Walker. When your team is looking at a back-to-back, how do you approach the first game of the two, Tim?
Well, I think you may go to your bench a little bit more early. Lengthen your rotation, especially if the game isn't all that close. You're not going to see any starters play heavy minutes in that situation.
Are you thinking as a coach we have a better chance against this team than that team? Does it ever enter that kind of conversation?
It definitely does, but it could also be a dangerous approach if you think there's a particular matchup that doesn't favor you in some way.
And it's Doncic missing. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I did get a chance to speak with Houston's head coach. I asked him what lessons he's learned from studying tape on Luka Doncic, and coach told me, well, one thing is you can't force him into anything. Luka plays at the pace that he wants to play at and goes where he wants to go on the floor. But we can try and take away his options, and that should present some obstacles for him. Guys?
Thank you once again, Allie. And again, the Lakers, no good.
3 attempts from the field with nothing to show for it, but they should settle in soon.
Olajuwon with a screen on Doncic. Here's Murray. And a pick bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
That is right within Murray's wheelhouse. He looks for any opportunity to get a mid-range jumper.
Right at the free throw line. And that one's good. Doncic.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, it's forcing them to guard at all 3 levels.
Now here's Williams. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Alexander Walker passes to Olajuwon. Count the basket. 6 points for Hakeem. Olajuwon.
Talk about a fast start. 4 for 4 right out of the gate.
And Ayton throws it down.
I love the fact that Ayton didn't just lay that up. He wanted to leave no room for doubt. Beautiful slam right there.
Here's Alexander Walker. Last game he had 13. On the wing, Dosunmu. James covering. Shot clock at 5. Murray kicks to Olajuwon. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
Doncic passes to Ayton. LeBron outside. Pass to Yabusele. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Fader on the way. He's off on that one.
Well, it's tough to defend those fall-away jumpers. That's about as good a job as you can do.
Murray, the pass to Dosunmu. Now, Alexander Walker. Traps in the tray.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Doncic against Murray. LeBron outside. Reeves outside. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Pass to Doncic. Alexander Walker with the ball. Left side, Williams. Olajuwon passes to Williams. The drive by LeBron. And James throws it down.
And if LeBron looks explosive on your TV monitor, that's nothing compared to being a defender watching him come downhill right at you.
Tim, DeAndre Ayton was coveted as the #1 overall pick back in 2018.
Well, he moves so well for a 7-footer, and he's got great touch out to the mid-range. Kevin, his offensive game is special.
Personal foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Houston.
Oh, man, how about the mid-range jumper from these guys? It's on tonight, a huge part of their offense so far.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 7. Back to Ayton. Basket counts.
Nice work right there by the big guy, DeAndre Ayton, getting it done.
For Houston, they've gotten 6 of 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Murray dishes to Olajuwon. Here's the floater. And there's Murray on the assist by Olajuwon.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
Now we get a chance to check out LeBron James. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable, averaging about 23 points per, 7 assists, and 6 rebounds. And it says a lot that when we see numbers like this from him, we aren't even shocked. He's that good.
Yeah, his production is crucial to this team. They've sort of built around him, and it's why so many things are run through him.
So he just finds a teammate.
Houston leading by 4. Murray right side. The Lakers with the rebound.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong, and then another, really the story of the game.
Well, let's give their opponents some credit for sensing that and putting them away. They were completely dominated.
Now here's Murray. 9-point game his last outing. Bounce pass from Olajuwon. Here's Reeves. Defended by Alexander Walker. Down low. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. Ayton's got his 3rd basket of the night. Here's Murray. To Olajuwon. It's rebounded by Doncic. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Unloads. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
And players avoid taking mid-range shots these days. It's almost like the threes are easier for players to get.
Lakers trail by 4. Doncic looking it over. And the layup falls. Doncic has got his 2nd basket of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Murray, the pass to Olajuwon. Left block shot on the way. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Pass to LeBron. He nails it, and we're tied up.
And nice touch from the inside. I'm a fan of when LeBron just burrows his way inside and takes advantage.
Now here's Dosunmu. Nothing on the board. Now here's Murray. Olajuwon outside. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Yabusele. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Olajuwon's got 10.
Well, his team is up, and he's a big reason why. And it's a little easier to shoot when you know you've got an advantage on the scoreboard.
Now here's Ayton. Last game, 26 points. And here's Doncic from the arc. It's rebounded by Houston. Olajuwon's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. And it's Doncic missing.
Well, he better focus now. His efficiency is dropping, but there's enough game left to make corrections.
Inside. Here's Olajuwon. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. For the 3. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Houston in the lead. Murray, the pass to Olajuwon. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense from Ayton. Here's Reeves. And the Lakers with another miss. And stolen by Ayton. They're running. James, the pass to Reeves. Now Ayton. Shoots over Alexander Walker. And there's Ayton, and that's good on the assist by Reeves.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
A minute 50 left in the first quarter. Here's Olajuwon. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
And another bucket for him. What a quarter he has had.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Houston with a big group substitution here. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Williams. Najee Marshall comes in for Dosumu. Hawkins checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Fred VanVleet in for DeJounte Murray. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for 8. Maxi Kleber comes in for Yabusele. Dalton Connect, he's checked in for James. And Vincent subbed in for Austin Reed. This is his first free throw of the game. And that one falls for Kleber. And so he hits both. 1:29 left here in the first quarter. Now VanVleet, 17 points in his last outing. It's Olynyk atop the key. It's Hawkins on the wing. 6 to shoot. Unloads from 9. Olajuwon's shot is good. Olajuwon's got 14.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
Vincent on the wing, covered by VanVleet. And it's Connect in the corner. Kleber with a screen on Hawkins. And here's Doncic from the arc. Miss number 6 for him. He's made 2 of his 8 attempts. Marshall deciding where to go with it. 30 seconds left in the first. Puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by Hayes.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Now, here's Doncic. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Fires the 3. No good that time. Hakeem Olajuwon has been leading the charge for Houston. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
They clearly wanted to be the more physical team, and they are setting the tone that way. I love the work.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter. Maxi Kleber is out there with Connect. Then it's Gabe Vincent. Then there's Hayes, and it's Reeves in at the two-guard spot. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you. The Lakers are trying to maximize what LeBron James has left in the tank. Coach J.J. Redick said, when you get to coach one of the greatest players ever, you take a lot of joy and pride and excitement in that. And it's my job to help him in these last few innings of his career. Guys, back to you.
A rare opportunity indeed. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T. Van Vliet kicks to Olynyk. Back to Van Vliet. Up top, Hawkins. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Lakers ball.
Taking a look here at some of the numbers for Jackson Hayes.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, and a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Mark Williams is checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Dosumu comes in for Najee Marshall. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Hawkins. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Now here's Van Vliet, defended by Vincent. Tries from 16. Van Vliet can't get it to go. The Lakers shooting 43% for the game. Back to Vincent. Pass to Kleber. Connect with a wide open look. A three-pointer is right on target. Connects. Got the lead up to 3 now for the Lakers. Here's Van Vliet. Hasn't made one yet. Here's the 3. And rebounded by Connect. Last outing for Houston, it was a loss to Indiana.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, that's the big challenge. Teams tend to feel more comfortable at home for sure, so you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. That just didn't happen in this one.
So it's the Lakers now, following the score by Houston. Kleber finds Reeves, pulls up, off the left rim and out.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Dosunmu. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
To the middle. Here's Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Now here's Van Vliet. Outside Williams. Robinson on the wing. From about 16, Kleber with the rebound.
Well, he is fighting through it right now, still looking to get his first make of the quarter, but it's been an ugly start.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line. For one more.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Los Angeles?
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Well, don't forget about their scoring in the open floor. They've been getting a lot of production on their break.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Williams, and it's Williams with the jam.
Oh, I don't you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Gabe Vincent. Tim, when you think about how the game is currently being played, how hard do you think it is to defend?
It's a lot tougher than it used to be because you have much more ground to cover defensively with the number of three-point shooters that are on the floor, plus the number of guys that understand how to draw fouls.
And the league changes, don't they, in the way they officiate, so that is kind of an ever-changing way to grasp what you do on the defensive end.
Yeah, the league has tried to help defenders, give them a little bit more leeway because of how difficult it is to defend this level of skill.
Here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Van Vliet. Puts up a 3. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
He's obviously hit a bit of a dry spell here. Only 1 of 5 this quarter.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Andre Ayton's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Well, so important to have three-point shooters that can stretch the defense and open things up. These small forwards have been doing just that over the last month. And you look at Dosunmu. He's absolutely deadly from outside. And, of course, LeBron James.
I mean, these guys are all constant threats on the perimeter. Shooting the 3 isn't all, though, that they do. But it sure is a lot of what they do.
Well, every team is looking for small forwards with deep range and good shot selection.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Houston making some changes. Olajuwon comes in for Robinson. And Murray subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. LeBron's checked in for the Lakers. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Olajuwon with the block.
Without a doubt, one of the most versatile shot blockers in the game. Olajuwon does it in the painted area as well as along the perimeter.
Here's Doncic. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
And he drives in. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I had a chance to check out stats for Doncic. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. Putting up about 24 points per, 7 assists, and 6 rebounds. And you love how he facilitates their offense. Just a terrific decision maker.
Well, he just has a great awareness. It is phenomenal how he knows where everyone is at all times.
And the Lakers making a change here. Yabusele's checked in. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
Well, Connect started his NBA journey at a community college, grew 3 inches while he was there, eventually transferred to a major program and turned himself into a first-round pick.
Now, here is Olajuwon. Some solid defense from Ayton. Murray against James. Pass to Doncic. Looking to get back on track here. Olajuwon with the block.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate. That is a nice job getting to the other side of the rim. Creates a tough angle for the defense.
And here is James. His last outing, he had 18 points. Out to the wing. And Yabusele wide open, and he shoots. From outside, off the mark. Williams finds Dosunmu. LeBron against Murray. Pass to Alexander Walker. He was all alone on that one. And now an 8-point Houston lead.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
And we've seen it more than once. DeJounte Murray has been traded for huge haul.
And that shows you his worth in this league. Teams have been willing to give up a lot to get him. You don't see that kind of length and versatility every day.
Finds a spot he likes behind the arc.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Houston. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Olajuwon inside, working on Yabusele. Offensive rebound, outside for Murray. Jacks up a 3. He can't get that one to fall. Lakers trail by 5. Here's Connect. No good on the triple. Murray against Doncic. And it's Murray penetrating. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
Well, you won't find many point guards with better physical tools, Tim, than DeJounte Murray.
Well, Kevin, he's 6'4" with a 6'10" wingspan. That makes him disruptive defensively, and he is more than capable on the other end.
And he makes the first. Tim, when you think of the players, which players come to mind as setting the bar for a high basketball IQ?
LeBron James certainly at the top of the list. Nikola Jokic, I would put Luka Doncic in that category as well. IQ means you have the ability to understand defenses and where your 4 teammates are at all times.
And for some it's natural, and for some they probably got to work at it, correct?
You got to work on it, but I think it's critical if you really want to separate yourself from the rest of the pack.
Shoots from 8. And no good. Trying to use the glass. And here's Houston. They're on a 17-6 run. Here's Murray. Pass to Hawkins. And Marshall kicks to Hawkins. Clock at 6. Here's Murray. He takes it in. And the rejection by Ayton.
That's elite rim protection by Ayton, and that's exactly what this team needs him to do. Control the paint.
Not loose. It's stolen by Olajuwon. Fast break. Here we go. Robinson passes to Olajuwon. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Oh, we got an all-time great matchup. You hear the story. Oh, LeBron James can guard all 5 positions, huh? Well, when you never had a guard like this in your time, buddy. They didn't have centers like this in your day. Look at LeBron. Hey, look at LeBron. Which way did he go? Which way did he go? Which way did he go? Dream shake.
Olajuwon's got 16.
And that's the rub. I mean, as good as Olajuwon is on the blocks, he can be equally as effective from mid-range.
Pass to LeBron. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. But LeBron's playing days are over, and GA, who knows when that'll be. What will you remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations.
But in all seriousness, LeBron's a great player. I'm just saying, there's no world that exists that you would put him on Olajuwon one-on-one for a full game. There's no way he could guard him.
And he knocks down the first one.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Austin Reeves is checked in for the Lakers. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. In whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
Now here's Murray. He's got 8. Outside Robinson. To the inside. Olajuwon. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. 1:58 left to play in the first half. Over in the corner, Doncic. To the paint, looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Houston leading by 5. Murray outside. It's a floater, and that's 2 points on the layup. 10 points for him.
That is nice. Murray with the floater.
Yabusele in the corner. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
And regardless, it's great effort. You love to see that kind of hustle on defense.
So it's the Lakers now. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Here's LeBron. James gets inside and finishes.
Vintage LeBron there, owning the lane. I mean, who's going to stop that?
Murray scanning the floor. Olajuwon dishes to Marshall. Pass to Olajuwon. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Yabusele, and it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. LeBron with it. Guarded now by Marshall. James misses.
Yeah, no reason to fade away there.
Murray outside. 23 seconds left now here in the second. Pass to Olajuwon. Olajuwon drawn the double team. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Houston shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Only shooting 71 really on the season, so there is plenty of room for improvement.
That one is off.
Remember, guys, following this game in the next string, it'll be the marquee matchup, Jordan versus Bird, for the first time in the Legend Series. So you'll want to make sure you get the notification bell hit. You ain't going to want to miss that one. There's going to be some highlights in that one, baby.
And so it's the Lakers with it. 6-point game. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. LeBron left side over Marshall. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Houston with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And we'll be right back after this.
Hello, folks. The first half is in the books, and we've got a lead on the scoreboard for Houston.
I love how they're running their offense. They look sharp.
Yeah, hitting shots at a high clip. They'll need more of the same to pull away in this one.
And looking at the players of the month, here are the winners from each conference. What do you think about our Eastern Conference winner?
The way the game is played now, it's tough for a big man to get the honors. But the bottom line is, no one can match up with him. He's just too big and too skilled.
And you see that? He's using my move on the block, the Black Tornado.
What move is that? You going in circles?
Okay, stand up. I'll show you.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Hakeem Olajuwon has been sensational.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
For most guys, that's a night's work. It shows you how dominant he's been to this point.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We've got Hakeem Alexander-Walker. Williams is out there with Dosumu. Then there's Murray. And it's Olajuwon in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Here's Alexander-Walker. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Alexander-Walker's got 9 points.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
Here's Dosumu following the bucket by the Lakers. Up top, Olajuwon. Defended by Yabusele. Olajuwon, no good. Lakers trail by 6. Fantastic work inside by LeBron.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
Outside, Olajuwon. Puts the fadeaway right on the money. He's got 18.
Looking for a little extra style points right there with the fadeaway.
Doncic kicks to Ayton. Busele passes to Doncic. Oh, Doncic with a confident free ball.
And Doncic used to creating kind of a luxury for him to simply catch and shoot.
Murray with the bounce pass. Pass to Williams. Yabusele against Olajuwon. Now Dosumu. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Yabusele. Back to Doncic. LeBron against Murray. Out to Doncic. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Houston leading by 3. Dosumu with it. He's got 5. Pass to Williams. In the corner, Murray with it. Shoots from 12. Another shot. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And this is... his second trip to the line tonight.
At the line for one, Mark Williams.
That's good from Williams. So, Tim, and I can see it in my mind's eye, you won that three-point contest back in '96. What's the key to success in that event in particular?
Oh, yeah, what a great night. And I think, Kevin, there's a few things. First, I just think you've got to have a short, compact release, because then you're not going to rush at the end to make sure you get all 25 balls up. But I also think part of it, for me, I got to shoot first after the warm-up introductions because I was still loose. I didn't have to sit there for 20 or 30 minutes during commercial breaks. I think that helped me win the title that night.
A little strategy. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks a lot, guys. LeBron wants his respect. He said the work that goes into still playing at this level has to be respected. They say, would you rather be loved or respected? For me, it's always about respect. People can lie and say they love you, but you can always gauge when someone is not respecting you. Back to you guys.
He truly has earned it. Allie, we thank you very much. And stolen by Ayton. Here's Reeves. Kicks it out to LeBron. From range, LeBron is good.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Now Murray. He's got 10. Outside, Olajuwon. Houston needs to get a shot. Dosumu. Another miss by Houston.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there.
They're not coming in with double team. I'm waiting for the double team to come. They're not doubling.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Dosunmu, the pass to Murray. Outside, Olajuwon. Pass to Williams. Back to Olajuwon. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And a chance.
I'm waiting for the double team to come. They're not double teaming Olajuwon.
They'll go up.
I guess we got to go ahead and just get right to our offense and said not wait for the double team. They're not doing it.
And then on Friday,
you know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
Olenek is checked in for Houston. Hawkins comes in for Alexander Walker. Doncic passes to Yabusele. Back to Doncic. Hawkins against Reeves. On the wing, James. 16 points for him. Shoots it. And the Lakers with another miss.
Well, his poor shooting hasn't helped them much, but you can't point the finger solely at him for why they're behind.
First personal foul.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Houston.
They're doing damage from the mid-range. Not sure if that was the game plan or if they're just taking what the defense gives them. But thus far, it's paying off.
Well, and how about the damage they've done attacking the basket? The defense has had no answers for how to slow them down in that area. I love the aggressiveness.
That one falls.
LeBron James.
LeBron's got 7 now in this quarter.
Oh, big night for LeBron. I mean, what's new?
Here's Murray. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
And you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
James looking around. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Hakeem Olajuwon.
And LeBron used to getting hit. This is the level of attention this man attracts from the D.
For Los Angeles, they have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
Alton Connect, he's checked in for Austin Reed.
And maybe the most storied high school player ever. It's amazing to think that LeBron's exceeded expectations at the pro level.
And then Olajuwon with the dunk.
I tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Lakers. Pass to Connect. Lakers passing it around. Ayton sets the pick for LeBron. Gets a very good look and converts. James has got 10 points in just the second half.
He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
Olajuwon outside. Takes it off the glass. Olajuwon's got 22 points.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Ayton kicks to LeBron. Six on the shot clock. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
Well, he is doing everything he can offensively in this quarter, but unfortunately, it's a team game, and he can't win this alone.
Here is Hawkins. Still scoreless. Pass to Dosunmu. Latrey. That's in there. Murray with the assist. And Houston leads by 6.
And now that's 1-3 in each half. He is trying to make the most of those 3-point opportunities.
And here is Ayton. Now Doncic, a 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Olajuwon's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that.
And this has been an outstanding display on the board, and It's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Now, here's Olajuwon. 22 points for him over Ayton. It's Hawkins on the wing. Off target from outside. Lakers trail by 6. LeBron outside. And here's Doncic from the arc. Rebound by Olynyk.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Lakers have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. And they double up James. Ayton, the pass to LeBron. The 3 for Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
Now, here's Dosumu. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Olajuwon. Another miss by Houston. Lakers trail by 6. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
His effort has been there since the opening tip. He is leading the way by example.
And there's Murray flexing on the D there. Big-time score despite the contact.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And from the line thus far, how about 83% on the season? Outstanding.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Olajuwon. Najee Marshall comes in for Dosumu. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Hawkins. And Marshall kicks to VanVleet. Pass to Murray. Now here's Olynyk. Scoreless thus far.
That's a great understanding by Murray. He saw the defense was set up a certain way, and he got it to the open man quickly.
Now here's James trying to get something going, and the layup is up and in. James has got 25 points.
Well, he's certainly not the reason they're down. If they're going to grab the lead here, more guys are going to have to step up.
VanVleet outside. Out to the right wing. Marshall sets a screen for Olynyk. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for DeJounte Murray.
And you can never fully predict these long-term trends, but it's apparent that the production has been on the decline here a bit. That doesn't mean it will stay that way. And look, so many ways he can impact the team as well. Not always just about the scoring.
Houston making a switch here. Shepard's checked in. Plenty of daylight on that shot. And it's 7 points for Dalton Connect.
I love how aggressive Connect is off the catch. Shots like that proves he belongs in this league.
Over to the left wing. Olynyk finds Marshall. Releases. Olynyk can't hit. Lakers trail by 7. Here's James, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
And such a physical player inside. LeBron doesn't fear contact on the way up.
Free throw good, LeBron. Both free throws good for LeBron. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. VanVleet outside. Pass to Shepard. Robinson sets a screen for Shepard. Wants to get it to Robinson and does.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, the timing was a little bit off, and it forced the miss.
Now Connect. Olynyk is covering. It's good. LeBron's got 18 points just in the second half.
The adjustments they've made offensively
They're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
And at the right time, they could have let this game get away from them, but they never stopped believing.
And we've reached the end of the third. Houston on top, up by 5. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. Three-tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Here's Reeves. Taking a look at the Lakers. Connect out there with Maxi Kleber. Then there's Hayes. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Vincent in at the point. Hayes the pass to Vincent. Shoots over Dosumu. That one wide left. Houston leading by 5. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Personal foul.
Alton Connect picks one up.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The free throw drops for Dosumu.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
No free throws. Good from Dosumu.
And after not a single trip to the line in the first half, he's starting to get the whistle now.
To the middle. And Connect gets it to go.
Not just a jump shooter. Connect is very capable of capitalizing inside.
Now here's Van Vliet. Defended by Vincent. Here's Shepard. Gets the front of the rim and out. Lakers trail by 5. Stolen by Van Vliet. Over in the corner, Shepard. Offline with his 3.
I love those kind of looks as a player. Plenty of space and peace of mind to launch. Rarely see him that open.
Vincent finds Hayes. Now Reeves. Clock at 6. Here's Vincent. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Van Vliet looking around. Pass to Shepard. On the wing, Dosumu. He's guarded by Connect. Dosumu, shot's good.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
Reeves outside. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And 2 shots coming up at the line as it gets fouled. And now, yep, this will be a Cardinals challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what
the previous play is under review.
Different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see
the ruling on the floor stands.
Players are moving it, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Olajuwon's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Alexander Walker comes in for Shepard. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Fred Van Vliet. Here's Murray. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And he makes that one.
Pounding it in the paint there. Murray doing it all.
Vincent with it. Now connect. Back to Vincent. Pass to Kleba. Beyond the arc. Los Angeles with another miss.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Over in the corner, Doncic. Back to Vincent. Now, here's Kleba. The three for Doncic. Olajuwon grabs the miss. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Houston. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points to the inside. Olajuwon inside, covered by Hayes. Olajuwon can't hit. Lakers trail by 8. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And here is Kleba. Here's Vincent. Buries the long-range jumper. Vincent's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Murray outside. Here's Doncic. Another miss by Houston.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up. Off the three.
Kleba sets the screen for Doncic. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Houston. They've held a 12-point lead early. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this, and that game is the second of 2 straight at home. And then Olajuwon with the dunk.
And Murray loves using that pick. That's how he excels, using the screen to find the right guy.
Lakers trail by 7. Now, here's Doncic. Pass to Hayes. Here's Vincent. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Olajuwon. Now here's Murray. Defense right on him.
Using all of that size to create leverage and rip down that board.
Now Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
As we see Connect expand his game, Dalton will get more active as a passer.
Here's Murray. Inside. Olajuwon. And then Olajuwon with the dunk.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Leaving some skin on the floor. Those are pure hustle points.
Pass to Doncic. Olajuwon with the block. And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop. And it's Murray with the jam.
You better run with Murray in transition, or else he is going to run all over you.
Lakers trail by 9. Doncic outside. Here's Vincent. Defended by Dosumu. Vincent with it. 4 on the shot clock. And Hakeem Olajuwon pulls it down. Alexander Walker finds Dosumu. And it's Dosumu with the jam.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
And now this offense feels like they can just do whatever they want.
Vincent, the pass to Doncic. Down low. The 8-footer. It's rebounded by Houston.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Murray, good.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Lakers trail by 13. Pass to Vincent. Shoots over Dosumu. No good again that time.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And with each miss, you can feel him pressing just a little bit more.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
Hayes dishes to Doncic. Takes the 3. Olajuwon with the rebound.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it work.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks, and then D up.
Fires top of the key, and it's Houston with another.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Lakers. He's trailing by 17.
Yeah, easy call.
Third personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Lakers, Jackson Hayes. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Houston making some changes. Mark Williams is checked in for Kelly Olynyk, and it's Fred VanVleet in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And then for Los Angeles, Ersan Yabusele, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. LeBron comes in for Connect, and it's Austin Reeves in for Gabe Vincent. Houston leading by 15. VanVleet kicks to Murray. Williams trying again, and he lays that one in.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
James, a screen on VanVleet. Reeves against Murray. LeBron James. Williams with the rebound. Houston leading by 17. Now VanVleet. Olajuwon deciding where to go with it. Cleared away by James.
Well, protecting the rim, plays like that really bolster your defense.
Doncic fires. Off target from outside.
Yeah, keeps on shooting, keeps on missing. Maybe time to go in a different direction.
Olajuwon against Yabusele. From 8. And Olajuwon finishes inside. Olajuwon's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
I think the key here is to be careful about playing it too safely. Just keep doing what you're doing.
James kicks to Hayes. And the shot goes in.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Houston.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Hakeem Olajuwon.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Williams outside. Yabusele against Olajuwon. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Houston with another.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
Olajuwon with the block. We've got 33 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Outside Williams. Pass to Dosunmu. On the wing, Murray. He's defended by Reed. So we see Houston taking the W here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Hakeem Olajuwon.
Oh, well, a spirited victory by Team Dream, putting on a good defensive performance in the second half. Olajuwon, I think, had about, maybe 6, 8 blocks tonight, and by far his best rebounding performance of the season, as they really, really took it to him inside, man. 60 points. Look at what they did to the Lakers, man. The Lakers only massed 42 points in the paint, and they only took 28 threes, so they really shut the Lakers down. There's a lot of no-go possessions where they didn't even get a shot off. So this was a really good defensive performance by Team Dream. Let's go ahead and take a look at the individual statistics here. Hakeem with 34 points and 28 rebounds. That's his high for the season. That's Chamberlain-like tonight, man. They couldn't keep him off the glass. How many did he have offensively? He had 4 offensive rebounds tonight. My goodness. Man, that is a lot, man. LeBron James with 29 points, 5 assists. Didn't do anything on the boards tonight. Doncic totally looking. Oh, my God. Horrible performance by Doncic tonight. They just shut him down. All he did was take threes all night. He didn't want to go inside on Olajuwon on that front line with Olajuwon and Williams. And remember, this team is built around the 94 Olajuwon and what works best with him. You think about it. Every time Hakeem Olajuwon has success, he always has success when he had another big man next to him. Remember when he went to the finals with Ralph Sampson? And then they went to the finals with Otis Thorpe. You know, then they went the second year, 95. They didn't have one, but that year they struggled. He had to work a lot harder to make it in 95. But Hakeem has always been best when he's had another big man alongside him who can help him out on the boards as well as shot blocking. Because he does a lot of shot blocking himself. And when you do that, it leaves the boards open. You need somebody to clean up the glass because when you go for shot blocks, you can't box out. You need somebody to cover your back in case you don't get the shot block to get the rebound. So this team is pretty much, right now they're hitting on pretty good cylinders tonight. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the highlights here. John Murray with 23 points and 6 assists. He had a great performance tonight. Let's take a look at him. By the way, he's the second best player on the team, as he was chosen to accompany Olajuwon. If you guys know the rules by now with these Legends teams, each team is built with the corresponding player that accompanies each legend to be at 85 overall and no higher at the time of the Legends draft. After that, every subsequent player that is drafted to each team must be an 80 or under at the time of the draft. Obviously, if the season goes on, you know, things like chemistry and things like that affect team play and players' abilities and training acumen. But other than that, yeah, guys, good performance here by Team Dream. Let's go ahead and look at Olajuwon here, and we'll get ready for the next game coming up. The guy that I'm pretty sure you guys already want to see. Jordan versus Bird coming up, guys. I already announced it on my channel on the post earlier today, and that will be coming right after this stream. It will be Michael and Larry in a big, big matchup. And we'll cover all that shortly what that matchup really means here after we get done looking at Olajuwon's highlights, and they were plenty to go around here as he was everywhere tonight. Defense, offense, he gave it to him. Rebounded. DeJounte Murray just getting out. Boom. Boom. Fade away on the elbow. We really went to a high. If you notice, we kept putting Olajuwon in the high post area, looking for double teams, but they never came, so I just let him go one-on-one, and he pretty much destroyed him. And that's pretty much the story here. As Team Dream gets a much-needed win to help them push. As you can see, the Western Conference is pretty much gridlocked. Kobe's team just dropped all the way down. Look at Kobe, man. They're 13-8, tied with Team Dream. See the gridlock there, guys? The Western Conference is a free-for-all. The only two teams that are really separating themselves right now are Showtime and, of course, Shaq. Shaq's at 18-3. But everybody else, man, it is from the Timberwolves all the way up to Team Dr. J. Anything can happen, man. It is a war in the Western Conference right now. Man, it's like, damn, every game is a dogfight. Meanwhile, in the Eastern Conference, if you take a quick look here, we're gonna go to we'll just put it on Michael Jordan, on Jordan's view, because we're getting ready to go with him next, and Bird. As you can see, the Eastern Conference is pretty much being dominated by the top four teams, with Team Wilt, Isaiah Thomas, Jordan, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar are just kicking ass. Like Chamberlain's only lost one game, that's to Jordan. Isaiah's only lost to Kobe and Michael, and Jordan lost to, I believe, he lost to Shaquille O'Neal and Magic Johnson. Those are Jordan's only losses so far on the season. He's beaten everybody else. He's beaten Isaiah. He even beat Wilt. So I didn't think they were going to beat Wilt. They actually beat, because at that point, Team Chamberlain had won 16 games in a row at that point. They were just unstoppable. But as we see, that's what's going on over there in the Eastern Conference. So now, switching gears to the next game coming up. Let's go ahead and get that up for you guys so you guys can see it. There it is. Jordan versus Bird coming up next. And as you guys can see the records there, it speaks for itself. Let's go ahead and cover this from Larry Bird's perspective. Now, for those that may be coming in late and those that may already know, let's go ahead and reiterate. Team Bird got off to one of the worst starts you can ever imagine. They lost their first two games of the season to the Magic and then Isaiah Thomas's Bad Boys. Then they got back into it with the first win of the season with a 17-point fourth quarter comeback against, you guessed it, the defending champion, Oklahoma City Thunder, on ring night. Yeah, they got their rings that night. And Larry Bird came in and wasn't having it in the fourth quarter. 17 points they were down, and Larry Bird, along with Ben Simmons, pretty much primarily helped them bring them back in the fourth quarter. It was crazy. Then from there, they got on a little win streak, and then they lost two games back-to-back against Shaquille O'Neal. That's the only time those two guys will meet, because they're in Shaq's in the West and Larry Bird's in the East. So if they meet again, it'll be in the finals. But Shaq just had his way. He just destroyed Team Larry Bird. And since then, they lost to Atlanta. And since that time, Team Larry Bird has been the hottest team in the NBA. They have just been beating all comers. They currently have an 8-game winning streak, which is the biggest winning streak in the league right now. But more importantly, look at the side there. They're 4 games out of first place. As we're making our way into the second quarter, as you can see, guys, we're coming into December now. This is the second quarter of the NBA season. You guys all know. You know the NBA. This is the time of the season where the top guys solidify their positions for the rest of the season. And you'll just see the number 1 and number 4 seeds basically playing ping pong with the top seed. And the bottom seeds will all just be bottom feeders because you'll never catch up. Right now, Team Larry Bird must win this game against Team Jordan to have any shot. Because here's the thing. They're playing Team Jordan tonight and also here. So they have 2 chances to really make a dent in that lead, in that deficit. Because if they don't play any of the legend teams until here, Wilt. They won't play Wilt Chamberlain for 3 weeks. So they have an opportunity to really make a dent on the legend teams. Otherwise, they'll just be playing catch up the rest of the way, and they'll never catch up. I mean, by this point, it'll be locked in. You'll probably be like 7, 8 games behind, and you'll never catch up. Because great teams don't have 3-game losing streaks. That's why it's hard to catch them. They don't have 2 games like the bad teams do that. The good teams, they might lose a game and they'll go on a 5-game winning streak or something like that. You'll never catch up. So with that little breakdown there for you guys, as we get prepared, let's go ahead and set that matchup for you guys here. And keep in mind, like I said, this game will be done with the Jordan versus Bird aesthetic from the NES game from 1988. And without any further ado, quick look at that for you guys. There it is. Hold on, let me get Larry's uniform on there. There it is. That's what they were wearing back in '88 on the game, guys. The gray shorts with the white trim, and then the court and everything. And I'll show that to you. And you guys will see that, guys. You'll see that, and it's full view coming up here shortly, as it will be Bird versus Jordan, Jordan versus Bird. However you want to say it, however you want to split it, it's coming up, guys. A big game for positioning here in the NBA Legends Ultimate Season, and I will see you for that one in the next 15 to 10 minutes. So make sure you hit that notification bell because you won't want to miss a minute of this action. It is guaranteed to be some ultra big plays in this game, and I will see you for that very shortly. Thanks for watching. Peace.